Gabriel Jesus back up to his feet, playing the cross in. It's struck by Silva. It's a beauty from Bernardo. And on December 1st, the Blues have an early contender for goal of the month. A magnificent strike from Bernardo Silva off a pinpoint cross from Gabriel Jesus. Certainly one to enjoy. Nasri wants to go inside. Clichy on the left, Clichy cuts it in. Goes to Jovetic. And Toure! 1-0 to City. A captain's goal from Yaya Toure. And a mean blast from outside the box. Set up for Toure. And his first touch, simply unstoppable.
Cleared away by Stones. Great control by Haaland. De Bruyne's got Grealish if he needs him, but this is a thrusting surge. That's top quality from Kevin De Bruyne. Home and away this season, the Belgian scores against Arsenal. And have you ever seen a more determined thrust than that? From the moment De Bruyne got possession, he had just one thing in his mind.
It's De Bruyne and Haaland in reverse on this occasion.
Manchester City have no intention of relinquishing their crowd.
Silva, Riyad Mahrez, brilliant, just brilliant! On this day of days, has he delivered? And that may just be enough. Riyad Mahrez hits the top corner, and Manchester City hit the top rung.
Oh, what a goal. What a brilliant goal. There's actually nobody better than Riyad Mahrez. When he just puts that little shape on the ball, he just dummies it.
Guido goes for goal and finds it magnificently. His first goal for Manchester City, and it has come in some style.
Just don't know what Pepe Reina's doing with this wall here. Mascherano and Torres form some kind of wall, but they're separated. They're maybe trying to make sure that Reina sees the ball being struck. Reina starts slightly right of centre and he's never getting there. Terrific piece of technique.
Nice little touch by McMahon. Flitcroft. Oh, Quinn's there, Quinn shoots! And that's his 60th league goal of his career. Niall Quinn is first of this season. And he shot Manchester City into the lead. With just 11 minutes left for play. 79 minutes gone then. It's Swindon Town 1, Manchester City 2.
De Bruyne. Manchester United trying to get numbers back. Haaland! 2 goals in 4 minutes for Erling Haaland. Manchester City are putting their local rivals to the sword inside the first half of the Etihad. Manchester City 3. Manchester United 0.
De Bruyne has got all the time in the world to find the pass that is absolutely sumptuous. And again, because of the size of this guy and because of his athleticism, he finds a way of getting there.
Just look at what it means to Pep Guardiola.
With Michael intercepted by Aguero. Oh! Sergio Aguero to complete his hat-trick in extravagant fashion. Chipping the ball over Schmeichel. Schmeichel's distribution has got him into trouble throughout this game. That is a lovely finish from Aguero.
Mills for Manchester City, going for it! Oh, going for it in real style! Fantastic goal!
We got one, and it was a good one. For sure they hadn't. Took the ball well. Could have been, Valenti could have closed in better. He didn't, he stood still, Valenti, and then he turned his back on it slightly. There you see it, top corner, no chance. Well, it would have been a fantastic save, but he pulled it out. He hits it beautifully. That's an arrow.
Me there ahead of Sterling. Back for Silva. Hendrick in the way. Rodri! Well, you just don't save those. Absolutely lambasted into the net. And midway through the second half, Manchester City are 3 up. Another excellent response to weekend adversity.
You're not stopping that, are you? Because he's just hit that so true, so accurate. So much power behind this effort from Rodri. David Silva trying to sit people down eventually. Comes to Rodri. It's just the pace has gone past Nick Pope. He's hit that so well.
City can grab a couple today. You'd fancy their chances. De Bruyne now in the penalty area. Hits the shot in the net. 1-1. I said it was coming. It was only a matter of time. And Kevin De Bruyne with a bending right foot shot into the corner of the net. They call it the postage stamp. It absolutely nestled in the corner of the letter. And City are back at 1-1.
That's brilliant. Right man at the right time. For him, once he steps inside and it opened up, you're just hoping he can find the far corner. And it's a magnificent finish. That's just brilliant, and the keeper can't get anywhere near it. Magnificent from De Bruyne.
Laporte needs an outlet, gets it from his captain. Company perhaps will have a shot here as a dig! And how about that? How about that? Company gets his first of the season, and it's an absolute thunderbolt from Vincent Kompany. Right into the corner. Looks up, strides up, lets it go. Finds that top corner, and that could be a goal that sends City on the way to defending this Premier League title. That could be the best goal that Kompany will ever score in his career, and what a moment to get it. Just looked up, curl on the ball, unstoppable.
Kinkladze will try and beat his man, and suddenly space opens up. Still Kinkladze inside the penalty area. This will be a fantastic goal. Oh, that's mesmeric. It's sublime, and it's typically Georgi Kinkladze. A footballing moment of treasure. One that in the minds of the 20,000 plus present at Main Road will forever be etched in the memory. It was surely an impossible task.
Kinkladze just trying to peel away from the defender, Krav. This ball is flicked on. What a goal that is from Ferran Torres. Manchester City take the lead, and it looks like a back heel on the drop from Ferran Torres. A lovely bit of skill from the Spaniard. Maybe plays to Kevin De Bruyne. Jesus, now back with Kevin De Bruyne, who lines up a shot and scores for City! 1-0, and it's Kevin De Bruyne who finds the net. This City side just can't stop scoring. And De Bruyne breaks the deadlock with just under 25 minutes still to play. Kevin De Bruyne has now been directly involved in 13 goals in his past 13 games for City.
Ferran Torres setting up Rodri! A picture book goal on a wonderful Manchester City afternoon. He seldom scores anything but the spectacular. This now said to be a spectacular victory for Manchester City. Those Arsenal cheers, deeply ironic.
It's absolutely outstanding from Man City. 1 and 2 touch, pass and move.
Here's Miller. It's a fantastic run this by Ismail Miller. It's a never-ending run by Miller. It's Miller. Daly makes the block. And Manchester City have the lead. A thumping hit from Georgi Samaras.
What a fantastic run by Miller, but take nothing away from Samaras. That is a delightful finish. Great work again from Man City on the counter-attack. No wonder they're going over to Miller's a group of players. It was all down to that young man's pace and power and energy.
Gabriel Jesus is about to be replaced by Bernardo Silva. De Bruyne. Sane's going to get to this! It's another one! It is simply scintillating from Manchester City! They are just relentless! They are just remarkable! Wonderful to watch!
What about this through ball again from De Bruyne? The weight on it is absolute perfection. It's right to left. Look at De Bruyne here. Look where Sané is. He wants it immediately. And to find him, to allow him to take it on the run.
Giovanni, one for Bruyne! Oh, yes! That will preserve the perfect start. It's a near perfect goal.
Well, it's certainly good enough to get Sven-Göran Eriksson off the bench. And what a huge sigh of relief around this ground, because it didn't look as if it was going to happen after Giovanni passed up the last chance. And this is a half chance at best. Stephen Ireland has to take it high, has to take it early. And the execution is absolutely sublime.
Tevez, the numbers here for City. Bellamy. Ireland, the most advanced City player at the moment. Craig Bellamy bearing down, letting fly! Wonderful, wonderful goal! Just a sensational strike from the Welshman, whose self-belief knows no bounds. And moments like that suggest that maybe that opinion's justified.
Well, that's when you realise what a great emotional game football is. Just watch Bellamy as he storms inside and decides to have a pot at goal. What an effort. Costa no chance with that one. And I noticed, interestingly, Tevez just walked back to the middle there.
As Grealish comes forward in the left wing position, taking on Bednarek into the penalty area he goes, clips it on, Haaland! That is a stunning finish from Erling Haaland. He assumes that famous yoga pose, and City have the 3 points, and Erling Haaland is 2/3 the way to his first away hat-trick as a Manchester City player, and Jack Grealish has got himself another Premier League assist, and Erling Haaland moves on to just 30, yes, 30 Premier League goals and 44 in total.
Just sheer wonderful again. It's going to be the talking point. Overhead kick, he just lines it up, pulls it over his head, Erling Haaland. Just a bicycle kicks it into the far corner. It's a brilliant finish. That'll be seen so many times. It's another brace for Haaland.
Kevin De Bruyne and John Stones in conversation. John Stones might just try and move the wall. This one finds its way in. A quickly taken free kick from David Silva. 4-0 to Manchester City. Blink and you miss it. Wonderful precision from David Silva to add another goal to his account for the campaign. Well struck from just outside the D. Dubravka was stranded. He was still trying to organise this wall.
Silva stolen it. Tevez.
Oh, Carlos Tevez has plucked out an absolute beauty. He rediscovered the scoring touch in midweek and he blasts Manchester City into the lead here at Carrow Road.
It is a fantastic strike, but I think a lot of eyes also will be on John Ruddy. It may swerve, it may dip, but the season that the goalkeeper has been having, you expect him to save that. It's a stunning strike. It really was from the Argentinian, Tevez. Man City under so much pressure at the start of this game, but it's them who go ahead.
In by Zinchenko, taken by Foden. Gundogan's on the twist and scoring a truly super goal. That is Manchester City at their best. Penetrative, purposeful, to the point, and scoring sumptuously. İlkay Gundogan 1-0.
That's a quality goal. Brilliant finish from İlkay Gundogan. Again, he had an accurate pass. That one from Rodri's a little bit slow, but that one from Zinchenko whipped to Foden, who helps it on to Gundogan. As soon as he's on the turn there on that right foot, he's only thinking of one thing there.
Toure and Silva want the wall moved back. It's going to be Yaya Toure! The free kick master strikes again! Yaya Toure is deadly from that distance. Manchester City 5, Norwich 0. A free kick special from Yaya Toure.
Well, Rayner has come and left a vacant goal, which has been filled from a near impossible angle by Aguero. Well, it's a brilliant finish. It's a horribly cruel moment for Pepe Reina, a moment of ill judgment. But how about this? It seems to defy the rules of physics. There's almost nothing to aim at.
It's absolute top quality finishing that I don't think if he's tried that another 50 times today, tomorrow, or next week or next month, he'd get a couple of these in. That's how difficult it is from there.
Underway at the Etihad, City, the only team in the top 4 divisions of English football with a perfect home record this season, taking on Tottenham Hotspur. And there might be an early chance. It's parried away by Hugo Lloris. The follow-up is in. It's an early goal for Manchester City. 13 seconds in. It's come from Jesus Navas on the right-hand side. Andre Villas-Boas is stunned. Tottenham are stunned. City are out in front. A wayward pass out. Hugo Lloris fails to clear the ball away. The shot from Aguero parried. The lofted effort from Jesus Navas delivered to perfection.
Actually, good ball to Rodri. Rodri into Foden. Foden just caught, was he? No, the referee says play on. Villa win it back, then lose it. Foden in a shooting position and scores! Phil Foden hat-trick! Wonderful night for Phil Foden. Brilliant night now for City. And Phil Foden gets himself a second City hat-trick. His last hat-trick was against Manchester United in the 6-3 win in the derby. Now he's got himself another one. City 4, Aston Villa 1.
It's going to be Negredo. Negredo left-footed, curls it in, no stopping that. The Beast gets City off the mark. Alvaro Negredo, another goal for his tally. He really can do it all. What a hit from Negredo.
Elano here for City. Oh, what a hit! Oh, that's electrifying from Elano!
Well, I don't think we can blame Shea Given. He's just about edging towards his left, just in case he goes to bend it over the wall. Fantastic technique, right in the top corner.
It will be Yaya Toure, the free kick specialist. Toure scores on 22 minutes. And he heads straight over to the Manchester City bench. Yaya Toure has been phenomenal from free kicks so far this season. He adds another to his account. He does it the hard way, curling it over the wall into the top corner.
Here's Foden. Phil Foden! Oh, ho, ho! Manchester City have their boots on the throat of the champions. That is a screamer from Phil Foden. They are fizzing away.
Well, they're full of it, Manchester City, and they know they've got Liverpool where they want them, and they're knocking the ball about with aplomb and real confidence. And as soon as Phil Foden picks this up, he's just got one thing on his mind: he's going to drive. Phil Foden, I didn't think was too successful inside. That's more like it from him, that little bit of space he's afforded out wide.
City have dealt with most things that have come their way in this second half. It's going to dribble right across the line, and it's been kept in by Wright-Phillips. Now in injury time, can they score 4? Oh yes they can! Shaun Wright-Phillips really rubs it in. Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. And how good does that feel for those in blue? Manchester United once again left short at the back.
Ball goes short from Alvarez to Doku. Alvarez to the edge of the area. Kovacic! Oh, what a fabulous goal! Mateo Kovacic has scored an absolute rasping volley. It was a variety on the corner. It was played, it bounced up. It was by no means an easy finish. It was pretty much waist high. But Kovacic belted it on the volley into the roof of the net.
Fantastic strike from Kovacic. You can just feel the relief has been lifted in the Etihad.
City commit 4 players forward. De Bruyne and Silva combine with Aguero. Aguero to Silva, to De Bruyne. It's a fantastic goal. City go 2-0 up, and that is exquisite from Manchester City. The pressure, the movement, the passing, the understanding, and the finish. Kevin De Bruyne scores for Manchester City, making his return from injury in style.
Diaz pops it out to the left to Grealish. Grealish getting towards the final third. Keeps on going, Grealish, and keeps on going. And now finds Bernardo Silva and Kovacic and Lewis and Haaland. Haaland shot, 2-1 City! Erling Haaland rifles it into the roof of the net, and City restore their lead. And I tell you what, they have really deserved that. They have been all over West Ham, and they now lead. And Erling Haaland is 2/3 the way to yet another City hat-trick.
David Silva, lovely taken turn from Aguero. De Bruyne alongside. De Bruyne's pass. Kyle Walker, Leroy Sané touches it in for 3. City have ripped through Arsenal again.
There's a blue moon over North London at the moment. This is like men against boys now. Arsenal might have had a decent start and showed a little courage about their game, but Manchester City now look as if they can just tear them apart at will. And I know he gets a little bit of luck with the control once the ball was fed to Sané, but nonetheless I think he deserves a goal for his contribution so far.
Aguero, that's for ball to run. He's picked this up from very deep. Silva to Dzeko. Dzeko finds some space for himself and scores. The goals keep on coming for the Blues. Both strikers off the mark. First Aguero, then Edin Dzeko. Right-footed shot into the top corner.
Sibierski, Fowler. A hit at home with his right foot, but Robbie Fowler makes his mark.
That is a magnificent finish from the master predator for me. He's one of the best finishers I've ever seen. Little danger here, the ball's just thrown in, distant, gets a good header there. What acrobatics there. Van der Sar's got no chance. Sibierski gets the header on. Technique's good, keeps his concentration, keeps his eye on it. And Van der Sar, great touch on here. Keeps his eye on it, that's the important thing. Just helps it back in, doesn't try to power it. Van der Sar, not a chance. Wonderful finish.
Kovacic, a second bite to the cherry. Good block by Disasi. Rodri! It's deflected in! Rodri might just have won it! A 7-goal thriller at Stamford Bridge! And it's the man for the big moment goals, Rodri, who's grabbed it for Manchester City with just over 4 minutes of normal time to play.
It's great one-touch football from City here. Look at this. I love that with Foden and Bernardo. Then it rat-a-tat passes between Haaland and Kovacic. And when it comes back to Rodri, hits it hard, and it's Thiago Silva, of all the players, who doesn't usually put a foot wrong. He just gets tempted to put something on that one.
Silva wriggles his way into the box, and that is a fantastic goal from David Silva to put City back into this. Pure wizardry from David Silva with the ball at his feet. It is an exquisite solo effort from David Silva. Kolarov with the free kick, and he beats Brad Guzan. A wonderfully worked free kick. And it was perfectly placed by Alexander Kolarov. Fernandinho. He finds Toure. He finds Bruyne. He's back with Toure. Oh! Goal number 2 from the right boot of Yaya Toure. An excellent combination with Wilfried Bony. And Yaya Toure curls the ball in. West Bromwich Albion 0, Manchester City 2. It's almost the trademark Yaya Toure goal.
Summerby for that. Henry stretches to head it clear, and it's dropped kindly here, and it's a goal! Uwe Rösler has equalised. The ball dropping perfectly for the Manchester City man, but didn't he took it away well for his 21st goal of the season. And it's come on the 57th minute. Summerby's cross. Henry thought he got the danger clear.
Edge of the area. It's towards the left-hand side of the area, though. Alvarez.
Does Phil Foden think he can sneak it round?
Alvarez hits it, and it's gone in! Julian Alvarez thumped it towards the near post. It was over the wall and parried into the roof of the net by the goalkeeper's right arm. It is Wolves 1, City 1, and Julian Alvarez levels the count.
Well, he's taken a couple. He's been the one who's been confident on these set pieces. It was just that little delay, uncertainty, whether Phil Foden could have snuck it around the near post.
Here's Nasri. Nasri chips it over and seals for victory for Manchester City. On as a substitute, Sami Nasri scores City's second. 3 wins from their opening 3 games for Manchester City. A 1-2 with a player who understands him like no other, Yaya Toure.
Silva again. Oh! Resounding header. It's the captain, Vincent Kompany.
Well, did say they had a chance in the set play, and what a towering header this is. And what a time to score a goal. Whipped into a great position, and it's just too good. It's too strong, too powerful. It's a great header, but I still think defensively Manchester United will be disappointed.
Chance for City to break here. Ireland to furthest forward. Ireland allowed to travel, and that's a superb goal. His first in the Barclays Premier League in 2009. A special goal from Stephen Ireland.
Well, he's turning into a special player for Manchester City, I have to say. Not sure if he gets deflected on its way past Mark Schwarzer. He goes a long way, Stephen Ireland. He worked the ball from his own half and, well, pull him back off. Allow him to advance all the way towards the 18-yard box. He's got options on ahead, but takes on the responsibility.
Gundogan, he sat down Sanchez and he scored again. The guy can do no wrong. The goalkeeper's delivery itself is a source of great City joy. His assist, a wonderful clearance from Edison, But boy, did Gundogan not maximise the moment. That's a special goal.
Well, this is why Ederson's in the team. You can see Tottenham push up, and that's the mistake, that's the error. Leaves that space. Gundogan has been making these runs all game in tight areas. This one's been on half the pitch to run into. The vision, the ability that Ederson has, there's not too many in the world who can do that. The little nudge and the coolness of the finish. He's a man in top form.
Navas. Played into De Bruyne, hit on the volley. Oh! Exquisite! Worth the price of admission alone. Kevin De Bruyne. It's only October the 3rd. But there perhaps is your goal of the month winner. De Bruyne finds the space. It is a fantastic volley.
Finneck, shot and Riera! The Spaniard off the mark.
But take nothing away from the technique as well. Fantastic strike, but it was down to Barton there. Good work. That's the way to do it. That's the way to get the fans on your side. The energy, the desire that you needed, he showed it. But what a fantastic bit of technique. Newcastle don't defend it properly, but take nothing away from the technique. The ball goes screaming into the bottom corner. Given's got no chance. Great technique on his sweet left foot. Guides that beautifully into the corner.
Silva invited to shoot almost. He will now, won't he? Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. Solo goal, David Silva. He just waited and waited and picked his spot. It's his first Premier League goal, and it was a terrific goal to seal the points here.
Well, look at this for marking. Then the first dummy, then the second, and then, okay, I'll put it in now.
Class, though, isn't it? This?
Absolutely. You know, that's the defending side of it. You've got to look at the positivity. It's just out of the top drawer.
Rodri. De Bruyne. There goes Haaland. He's on his way again. He's hungry. He's scored. He always does. He always will. Nothing more certain than that Erling Haaland would slap his name across this game. Proud, proud dad. And he's not the only one. You just knew. You just knew he wouldn't miss.
Well, that's what he's added to this City team. That threat in behind with electric pace. They're under a bit of pressure, City. Brilliantly timed run. Johnson has to sit off a bit early just to give himself a chance. That plays him on side. De Bruyne with his head up. Foden coming in off that line, and as soon as he opens that body up, you can see he just gets onto his favoured left foot and gets himself into position and makes that finish look ever so easy.
Milner. Balotelli! The T-shirt says it all. After an explosive build-up to the game for Balotelli, an explosive start for him on the pitch too.
Sagna to Toure. The game still has life in it yet. There will be no clean sheet record for Petr Cech tonight. Yaya Toure puts paid to that. It's a vintage Toure finish. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 1. Game on.
Doku up against Onyedinma, goes outside, goes inside, still Doku, into the corner of the net. He's deserved his goal today, Jeremy Doku, and finally he's got beyond Onyedinma and slipped it into the far corner. He's worked so hard. Him against Onyedinma had seemed pivotal throughout the contest. Finally, having won a penalty off Onyedinma earlier, now Doku scores.
Yeah, it's a fantastic goal from Doku. He's been a threat all afternoon. Ball gets swept across from Oscar Bob into Guardiola. Plays it into Doku, and he's been in this position many times this afternoon against Onyedinma. He twists and turns, gets it on that right foot, whips it in the far corner. Absolutely brilliant goal, and he has been threatening that.
Navas plays to Iheanacho. A second goal of the game for Kelechi Iheanacho. And what a hit it was from the young Nigerian. Excellent placement. It's now Southampton 4, City 2. Aguero. Oh! Picked that out. Sergio Aguero second. Fantastically hit. Well, that answers any critics of Sergio Aguero. He's found the goal-scoring touch once again. Hadn't scored in 8 games for club and country before this match.
Vieira pressed into a mistake. Here's Shaun Wright-Phillips! How about that at Highbury? From Shaun Wright-Phillips. He's done it on other stages, but there's something special in his family history about this.
Haaland. Foden. It's another hat-trick! Hat-trick for Haaland, hat-trick for Foden. Job done for Manchester City in the Manchester derby. The humiliation for the visitors continues. Before today, there'd only ever been one Premier League hat-trick in a Manchester derby. 2 for City today.
Yeah, I just wonder whether Foden had drifted into an offside position, but not when it was released.
Manchester United aren't grabbing any breaks today. Hat-trick for Phil Foden.
Silva plays into the path of Fabian Delph, who gets onto his right foot, a curling shot, oh, it's a beauty from Fabian Delph. On as a substitute in the second half. Delph has a look at Silva, he thinks, why not? I'll have a go from outside the box. It is a phenomenal strike from Delph. Curling into the top right corner.
First goal for Manchester City, scored by number 9, Paul Bingo.
Now City are on the counter-attack. De Bruyne with a pacey ball through. Gabriel Jesus leaves it for Leroy Sané. 2-on-2 inside the box. Balls with Kevin De Bruyne, who sets up a shot and scores! 2-0 to City. Kevin De Bruyne with the strike, just after the restart, just after Leicester had hit the post. City show that there's more than one counter-attacking side at the King Power Stadium this afternoon. And it was that ball off the post that was picked up by Fernandinho, and City go coast to coast. Long ball to Kevin De Bruyne, who continued his run into the area. Leroy Sané makes the pass. Gundogan tries to back, right-footed curler. It's a beauty from İlkay Gundogan. The man who has found his scoring form in recent weeks does it again with a curler into the top right corner. 2-0 to Manchester City, and that is a brilliant strike from İlkay Gundogan. Gets it onto his right foot, picks his spot. Guaita is flying across, but it was so well placed by İlkay Gundogan.
He has a fearsome reputation, striking a dead ball. Tarnat, and well, he's lived up to that reputation. There won't be many Premier League goals scored from further out than that this season. Little smile from a man who knows it's very early in the piece here. One of his signings has done the trick. Look at the swerve. It took it away from a most capable goalkeeper, Brad Friedel, who got a touch.
The score for Manchester City, Michael Tarnat.
Darren Bent getting a header, but not a solid one. Oh, and Balotelli with the spectacular finish. He's the man of the moment for Manchester City. Four in four for Mario Balotelli.
Sterling. Keeps moving his way through now. Aguero thought about the shot. No space, Walker will drive it. Goalwards! What an absolutely stunning effort from Kyle Walker. 35 yards out. And the fullback drives City back in front with an absolute thunderbolt of a shot out of nowhere. One look up, took aim, and it flew past Martin Dubravka and into the far corner of the net. And City regain the lead in the 53rd minute of this encounter. Aguero laid it back, Walker took the touch, lined himself up, and then produced that absolutely rasping shot. Speed, power and accuracy. Knew exactly what he wanted to do. Through the crowd of Newcastle players, right into the far corner.
Granville centre, and what a chance here! Oh, one shot! And isn't that just typical of him? A back heel. And Paulo one shot puts Manchester City in front, and they are not yet ready to slip away from the Premiership. His first touch wasn't the best, but he improvised. And how? That's Paulo one shot for you.
City are going long, and Haaland's through on goal. Haaland, 2-1. Ederson with the assist, and Haaland did the rest. He muscled Pinnock out of the way and dinked it over the top of the advancing Flecken. It is the epitome of Route 1 football, and City lead by 2-1. And Erling Haaland has just shown why he's one of the best centre-forwards we have ever seen.
Well, I'm hoping, Ali, but that there's clever. Now, he's clearly onside, but it's just this little bump here. That little bump there is enough. And It's very naive from Pinnock. Pinnock has to go. He has to go goal side and safe, but he's tried that, and it's just the big man's just exceptional.
Aguero has that taken off his toe. This is Sterling. Sané. Gundogan, there was a call for it from Aguero. Gundogan goes for it and scores 3-0. And that might be the pick of the bunch. A great hit from İlkay Gundogan to make it Cardiff 0, Manchester City 3, just before half-time. What a strike from İlkay Gundogan. Toure looks for a player in space. He finds David Silva, curling shot from Silva. What a goal! A bit of magic from the little wizard. A superb strike from David Silva. A delicious curl from David Silva. Beautifully hit. No chance for McGregor. Simply wonderful from David Silva. City out in front.
Ireland. Vidic has been tempted out of the middle and could regret that decision. Ireland. Here's Trabelsi. Another effort with his left foot. Brilliant goal.
Oh, we've got a game on our hands now. I think Trabelsi was just about to be brought off, but that really sets it up for a barnstorming finish. But Stephen Ireland does brilliantly here. I mean, Vidic has him in a position where really should have dealt with the danger, and Trabelsi, you think at this stage he's got enough red shirts around him to deal with the danger, but he produces a venomous left foot strike that Edwin van der Sar has no chance whatsoever.
It's Kevin De Bruyne. Gets the ball into the back post, and it's found its way in. City have clawed a goal back. It's Kevin De Bruyne, and City have 5 minutes in which to get the equaliser. It's an amazing hit. Perhaps unintentional.
On to Fofana. Fofana plays it down the line. City win it back with Kovacic. Kovacic darts forward. Good run from Kovacic. Great run from Kovacic. Terrific goal! Mateo Kovacic! Well, he won't celebrate out of respect for his former employers, but he's just settled the match for the Blues. He took the ball down on his chest. He darted forward. He shot on target. Debatable whether Sanchez should have saved it or not, but that surely means the points for City. They lead 2-0.
Oh, this is brilliant from Kovacic. We talked about him all game. He's done a little bit much on it at times, but he sees the space. He's done it all pre-season. He's glided past people, want to make things happen, and he gets his rewards. He pushes it into the spaces, has a little look, and it's those eyes. He just does that late reverse. Wonderful finish from Kovacic.
Aguero is taken on the left-hand side by Zinchenko. He gets a fortuitous rebound. Here's Aguero with the shot. Oh! Sergio Aguero! That is a stunning strike into the top right-hand corner. Absolutely amazing from Sergio Aguero. City's goal scorer extraordinaire. He takes it outside the box, and that is just about as perfect a strike as you will ever see.
It goes to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva into Gundogan. Back to Bernardo Silva again. And wider to De Bruyne. De Bruyne into Lewis, can't get to it. Lewis then wins the second ball. Ipswich lose it. Haaland's got it. Hits the shot into the net. Erling Haaland hat-trick. Well, it was probably a really awkward position from which to shoot. He must have been about 22 metres from goal, and he slid it off the inside of his instep.
Good interception from Mahrez. De Bruyne's on the sprint. It's going to be Mahrez looking for goal. Mahrez scores. City are back in front. A rocket from Riyad Mahrez. 2-1 to the Blues with 5 minutes to go before half-time. Mahrez picks his spot with a low drive off an opportune interception. City's high press pays off. Mahrez still had work to do, still had 3 defenders in front of him.
David Silva, now Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne, it's Raheem Sterling! That wins titles! Raheem Sterling is the host of the Late Show again for Manchester City. And if they are to lift the Premier League trophy high in May, that could be a pivotal moment that they look back upon.
Well, it's like a footballing Pied Piper here, Raheem Sterling, as he runs off down the Etihad pitch and his teammates trail behind him. Pep Guardiola's reaction tells you everything, how important this strike is from Sterling and how many times he's come up with the goods for City recently. It's quite incredible.
Rodri. Manchester City have won their last 7 Premier League matches against Everton. They're ahead in this one. And this one, oh, a rocket from Rodri. 2-0 from an unstoppable strike. Rodri with the powerful hit from outside the area. It's a classic Rodri goal. His second in the Premier League this term. Gets the second ball. It's a poor clearance, but it is a brilliant shot. First time Rodri puts his foot through it. A net buster from the Spanish star. Cancelo. De Bruyne. Mahrez inside to Cancelo. Oh, Cancelo shimmies past the midfielder. Cancelo might have a go from here. It's Joao Cancelo! Ho, ho, ho! Joao Cancelo! What a goal from the Portuguese. Smashed into the net by the fullback who had cut inside. A solo run from Joao Cancelo, and it's 2-0 to City. And he has scored some terrific long-range strikes, Joao Cancelo. This is amongst the very best. Gets past 2 defending players, runs into the traffic of 3, but nothing was going to put him off. A right-footed drive into the top left corner.
Loves to beat people like Janino. He's all the way through. Kinkladze scores! It's 1-0 to Manchester City. Beautiful turn, beautiful control. He has everything in his sights. Takes 2 men out with that turn. Gets it on the left foot, drills it low past Walsh. And Manchester City lead by 1 goal to 0.
De Bruyne. Lifted up towards Rodri. hit by Laporte and squeezed in by Rodri. And City have snatched it in stoppage time, and that is what champions do. Crestfallen. Arsenal's players in bits. City's in a pile of pale blue joy.
Bernardo Silva. Tosses that back. Kevin De Bruyne, goal! KDB extends the advantage for City with a right-footed curler from outside the box, just as Brighton were causing problems. City may be now out of sight for Brighton and Hove Albion. It starts with City building from the back, some quick passes. It's cut back by Bernardo Silva. And Kevin De Bruyne has time to pick his spot. Haaland had drawn the defence away.
Cancelo, Ming saw it, in goes De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Gundogan! From the brink of despair, elation! From catastrophe, cacophonic joy! The stuff of stellar champions. That's why City are a sensation.
That's why Pep Guardiola is as successful as he is, because of the substitutions he's made, just to give City the lift.
There are 6 players in the Leicester wall. KDB clears them and scores! A brilliant goal from Kevin De Bruyne as City break the deadlock just after the restart. Kevin De Bruyne with a picture-perfect free kick. It is one of his very best. Silva will try and bend it around the wall. He does so and he scores! Another beauty from David Silva. Well, he's not one to bow out quietly. And in one of his final games at the Etihad, David Silva scores a fantastic free kick. Well, it seems as if City have been working on their set pieces.
One shot on for the hat-trick! And he's got it! Main road erupts. And surely the 3 points will now go Manchester City's way.
Bernardo Silva, 2 defenders on him. Opens up for Mahrez. Mahrez's shot goes in off the post. City are back in front. And it's a super strike from Riyad Mahrez, set up by Bernardo Silva. Once again, City good for the goal. Well deserved on the balance of play as Everton set up to defend. It's Riyad Mahrez who re-establishes the advantage.
Johnson does have quick feet, squeezes it through to Alano. Johnson continues the run, can he finish it off? Oh yes! Created and finished by Michael Johnson. And what a way for the teenager to score his first goal in the Premier League.
Well, that's a bit of blow for Derby. I mean, it was looking very comfortable for them. Only a matter of minutes before half-time. It's certainly not a period where you want to concede a goal, but that was more incisive from Manchester City.
Foden into the middle, it's headed away. As Bernardo Silva was challenging for it. This is Grealish. Bernardo Silva sets up the strike! Oh, it's a belter from Bernardo Silva to open the scoring on 40 minutes. Perfectly hit by the Portuguese. And Manchester City take the lead. A well-deserved opening goal for Manchester City, who've been constantly attacking. They'd lacked shots on target. And it was worth the wait. Bernardo Silva with the goal.
David Silva. De Bruyne. A few penalty shouts from the crowd, although not too many from the players. Fernandinho! That is phenomenal! That is magical from Fernandinho! Manchester City's football is sparkling! Wow! Just wow!
What a strike this is. What a lesson to anyone in controlling a powerful shot from outside the box.
Tackling back by Zabaleta, then De Jong. Here is Tevez. Oh, and he skipped around one. He's got Bramble there. It's a brilliant hat-trick! Carlos Tevez, sensational! Quite extraordinary!
Well, is the referee going to book him? Didn't take his shirt off, but he's left the pitch, hasn't he? I hope he doesn't. It's a great hat-trick. He's been fantastic. Look how easy he goes past people. Totally fools the goalkeeper. Shapes up like he's going near post and just whips it across the face of him.
Now City won the ball back on the halfway line, and now there's plenty forward for them, and on it goes now to Alvarez. Alvarez still on the ball near the edge of the D, hits a shot into the net. Julian Alvarez got the ball on the edge of the D, rode a couple of challenges and hit it into the back of the goal. I just felt that there was a strange loop on the ball, and I wonder if it took a deflection, but either way, it's 2-1 to City, Andy Morrison.
I think he's the one player in the squad who will take shots off from the edge of the box. Normally will keep the ball, will go wide. But it falls from, this is a great bit of skill here to send two people, but then it's a fabulous finish. And the one player who will take that effort from there. We normally want to keep the ball, go wide. But no, it's a wonderful finish. No deflection.
It's not a deflection at all. It's just it's that wobble that players can get on the ball.
De Bruyne has nicked it, and De Bruyne scores with the calmness of an assassin. First blood, Guardiola, 15 minutes into his first derby.
And it's just a long ball hoofed into the air that Bailly doesn't even compete for, and Blin has just completely misread it. And to be honest, if you're looking for the liveliest on the pitch so far, I think it's been him. He's been the most threatening, De Bruyne.
Now straight to Toure. Toure has some space. Tries to glide a ball in, and he does. Yaya Toure completes his hat-trick. 2 from the penalty spot, and then a sublime effort from outside the area. Oh, that is fantastic from Yaya Toure. Stockdale with no chance. Perfectly placed by Yaya Toure. City 3-0 up.
Way by Lescott. And when the whistle goes, there will be very few Manchester United supporters here. Here's Dzeko. Couldn't be 6, could it? It could, you know. A seismic day in English football. No other way to describe it. Regime change, power shift, call it what you like. Totally unexpected, truly spectacular.
Keith Curl, Rick Holden, Niall Quinn, here goes Mike Sheeran, Poulsen got a foot to it, and it's got in! And Manchester City within 45 seconds of the restart have halved Norwich City's lead. And what a tonic that is for the visitors.
Zinchenko looks for the 1-2, has Sterling with him. Sterling brings it back. There's the shot, and there's the goal. Ruben Dias from outside the area. Well, that's a rare sight indeed. But he sure hit that one well. Smiles all round from Manchester City. It's 1-0 as Ruben Dias scores for the Blues. Sterling waited, got the ball back. Ruben Dias decided it was worth a go. Brighton have only won 2 of their 14 Premier League games in 2020. Both have come after the restart. Here's Sterling! And there's the opener for City. Clinical finishing from Raheem Sterling. Keeping the shot low, putting it out of the reach of Matthew Ryan. And it's a lead richly deserved for Manchester City. Nice flick on there from Gabriel Jesus. He will get an assist for his troubles. It's a gorgeous ball from Mahrez.
Stoppage time at the end of the second half. City 2-2 at Newcastle. The ball is with Kovacic. Kovacic on to De Bruyne. De Bruyne tries to scoop it in towards Bob. Bob is there, still Bob! Oh, absolutely stunning! Oscar Bob with his first ever Premier League goal, and it's an assist. Of course it's an assist from Kevin De Bruyne. There's only been one team trying to win this game, their name, Manchester City.
Oh, magnificent again, Kevin De Bruyne, Oscar Bob. You've seen the delight with Pep Guardiola. I've never seen him like that. He was so delighted with the outcome of it. And it's you make that run, he will find you.
Well, he made 2 substitutions in the second half, Pep Guardiola. He brought De Bruyne on, he made it 2-2. He brought Oscar Bob on, he makes it 3-2. And the Blues, in stoppage time, lead 3-2 at St James's Park.
To the left. Toure available, he's used by Nasri. Jovetic finds Clichy. First time cross from goal, Clichy to the near post. It's a goal for Jovetic. City 2-0 up. They just carved open the defence, found the space. And Jovetic providing the finish past Costel Pantelimon. And it's a lovely finish at that. City are going to move up to 54 points. Wonderful stuff from Alexander Kolarov to cap the game off. A solo run and a solo drive. An immensely powerful shot from the left foot of Alexander Kolarov. Through the defence, tight angle, into the top right-hand corner. And when Kolarov pulls the trigger, you'd better get out of the way. Aguero scoring his 12th hat-trick in a City shirt. This is Foden. Foden keeps on going, stays up. It's Aguero. Aguero lines up a shot. It's a curling effort, and it's in from Sergio Aguero. Off the crossbar. Once again, Sergio Aguero scores 4. The rain starts lashing down at the Etihad. The goals have been raining in. Great poise and composure showed by Phil Foden. He was calling for the ball back. Aguero had other ideas, and what a brilliant idea it was. Smashing the ball in off the underside of the crossbar.
Ederson looking to release that ball into Erling Haaland. He's got it too. Erling Haaland scores for Manchester City. What a ball from Ederson. And of course, Erling Haaland, who constantly delivers for City, has finally got the breakthrough, and City lead.
Wow, it's a wonderful ball from Ederson. I've seen Ruben Diaz run straight back to his goalkeeper. Appreciate the level and quality of the ball that he puts into Erling Haaland, but it's at that point there where VAR think there's enough contact to rule this goal out.
Well left by the referee as it comes to Walker. De Bruyne, great shot from him, brilliant goal, one of his best of the season. Kevin De Bruyne with a drag back and strike. Well, in theory, he's looking for assists today. But Kevin De Bruyne has made it 2-0 to Manchester City with a phenomenal strike into the top corner. How about this for skill from the Belgian?
De Bruyne takes the return pass. Suddenly the Belgian into the path of Gabriel Jesus, who brings it inside. Wonderful move. Phil Foden to Sané. Back to De Bruyne. Couldn't find the Belgian though, but the chance is still on. This is Mahrez with a curler. Stunner! What a finish! Tremendous goal there by Mahrez. What a move it was. It looked like it had broke down. Eventually he came back to Riyad Mahrez, and with a curler past heart, he gets his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. City go 4-0 up. Look at this again. Gabriel Jesus into space, found Foden into the path of Sané. It looked there like the move had just broken down. Fernandinho picked out Mahrez, and Joe Hart picked the ball out of the back of his net once again.
David Silva, Delph. There's Silva! Substitutes on the pitch in celebration. Champions find a way to win the tightest of matches. And the veteran David Silva has applied a golden touch to possibly win this for Manchester City.
Well, he laid it off to Delph and then just got into the box, and it looked like he was just being tugged. So to be in the position he was, having been pulled back by Rice, and to get that touch on it is just absolutely brilliant. The pass from De Bruyne is exquisite, but it still had to be converted from an unbalanced Silva, and that is superb.
This is delivered in. Oh, brilliant! Sergio Aguero completes his hat-trick with a deft back heel. It's a fantastic goal off another dangerous ball in from the wings.
Doku, well, he's got lots of Newcastle company, and he does well. He evades the challenge of Miley, plays it out wide to Walker. Walker on the right edge of the area, now in a crossing position, plays it in low. Oh, that is a cheeky goal. Bernardo Silva with a little back heel drags it into the far corner of the net. Phil Foden has a look of complete disbelief that Bernardo Silva was even capable of doing that. It is a stunning goal.
City gone down that right hand side, moved it really well. Walker's started to creep into those positions. I said it was a midfield runner. That's what it had to be. You could catch it off guard, but it's a sensational finish and a great position. Build up fantastic, a real difficult skill.
It's left for Mahrez, sends it low and in. City take the lead again. Riyad Mahrez with the free kick. It's one that tricks the wall, confuses the keeper, and sends City back in front.
So can City bring up the century of goals tonight? It's Yaya Toure. He's a difficult man to stop. Is it possible to stop? What a wonderful goal! A century for City. They are doing this in style.
Well, 100 up, and what an amazing goal from Yaya Toure. Picks it up in his own half and just takes off. And what's he going to do? He's just going to run all the way through. Brilliant control, power, pace, and then at the end of it all, an unerring finish past Guzan. What a goal from Toure. 100 for City.
What a fabulous goal. Everything that's good about Yaya Toure.
It's finished at Sunderland. Manchester United have done all they can. That Rooney goal was enough for the 3 points. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. 2 goals in added time for Manchester City to snatch the title away from Manchester United. Stupendous!
The greatest moment I've seen in Premier League football. Unbelievable! I'm lost for words, it's absolutely incredible. They believe they stayed on it. Balotelli did his bit. Managed to get the ball, lovely, tricky play from Aguero, and then the strike. Oh, absolutely fantastic. This is history being written. Amazing.
It might just be the start of a dynasty.
City last failed to win a game against Fulham back in September 2011. Foden puts in a cross into the area. Bernardo Silva traps it. Kovacic is onto it and scores brilliantly. Mateo Kovacic, 2/3 of the way to a hat-trick. That was a sumptuous finish. He took the ball on the edge of the area and he just guided it with a little bit of power into the corner of Bernd Leno's net. City 2, Fulham 1, a double for Mateo Kovacic.
It's a wonderful ball from Phil Foden, just eludes Robinson at the far post. Great first touch from Bernardo, but Kovacic's first touch with his left foot is just magnificent. Little shuffle of the feet, brilliant finish.
Foden clips the ball over the top, looking for Haaland. Haaland's onto it. Haaland into the penalty area. Haaland hits the shot. Oh, I say, Erling Haaland, you are one hell of a player. You are an absolute goal machine, and you've just scored an absolute pearl. The ball came over his shoulder. He had to trap it. He did beautifully. And then he made a bit of space. He got beyond Kilman. He wrapped his left foot around the ball and thumped it into the far corner of the goal. Of an assist for Phil Foden, a goal for Erling Haaland, and it's gone straight back to a 3-goal advantage again.
And this is Fernandinho. And Fernandinho scores his first goal for Manchester City, and it was a gift.
Yeah, another gift for Manchester City, and now they're in trouble. I think this guy has been absolutely brilliant. He's almost been like the quiet assassin. I think he deserves a goal. But you know, once he got in position, how cool was it? He knew exactly what he was doing, totally in control, out of Szczesny's reach, and it's quite superb.
Laporte, Fernandinho.
And Manchester City happy to keep it. Manchester United have to force it. They have to chase it.
Manchester City now within 5 minutes of their first home win against Manchester United since November 2014. And Aguero scored the goal that made the difference, as potentially he has today. Fernandinho. Ilkay Gundogan. Raheem Sterling. Bernardo Silva. Ilkay Gundogan settles it. Surely now the city is blue again.
You have to admire the patience. I think Jose Mourinho, I think, knows now that it's slipped away from his men. But it was Gundogan who made the first little burst forward. And he was able to kind of feed Sterling. And then he just kind of hovered. And once the ball came in from Bernardo Silva, and it's a peach as well. Absolute cracking ball.
McManaman now, never scored for Manchester City. Shaun Wright-Phillips. Oh, what a stunning goal! It just gets better and better for Shaun Wright-Phillips and for Manchester City.
What a strike that was. He was just talking about the great run he made from a corner from his own half. Give that boy that England shirt now. I mean, he's in the form of his life. He's getting better and better with experience. I saw him score a blistering goal against United here last season. And there we go, look. Comes back to him here from Nicolas Anelka, and he just lets fly. He's going across it, and Dean Kiley has got absolutely no chance. It's a super strike.
Bernardo Silva. Back and forth, taking on Lodi. Rolling that to Cancelo, takes one touch to control, strikes that right-footed, and scores for City. João Cancelo with the shot into the top left corner. Manchester City pick up from where they left off in the first half. As Cancelo takes his time, picks his spot, and places a perfect delivery into the opposition goal. Took a touch to control, he didn't fancy it on his left foot. Ambidextrous as he is, it looked as if maybe the opportunity had bypassed him. Nottingham Forest players were slow to go to Cancelo.
He's got to be happy. Job done, and as it turns out, with a bit to spare. Forward by De Bruyne. Gabriel Jesus wins it with the last kick of the season. 100! A century right at the end. Records broken and broken again. From the first kick to the very last, champions. They are quite something.